Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. This is Rumana Ali. I hope you all are doing well. In today's class, let's start a chapter, Acids and Bases. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the acids and bases and also about the acidic and basic nature of the different substances. And we will see the preparation of salts as well. So, we take the different kinds of food daily. That different food items are of different taste, and also these different food items are of different colors. So generally the food products, they are of different color and of different tastes. And in the lower classes you might have studied about the different tastes of the different food products, and that are sweet, salty, sour, bitter and spicy, tamarind and tomato. Let us take some examples of the different food items based on their taste. So when we take the example of sugar, then its taste is sweet, and rock salt is salty, lemon juice is sour in taste, and bitter gourd is bitter. The chilies are spicy. Now when this lemon juice, which is sour in taste, when we add sugar in this lemon juice, then the sourness of this lemon juice decreases and sweetness of this lemon juice increases. When we add the sugar into the lemon juice, we can decreases the sourness of the lemon juice, and the sweetness of the lemon juice can get increases. In such a way, when the substances are added to the other substances, the taste can get changes. Likewise, the color of the different food also gets changes when the other substances are added into it. And here we will take an example of turmeric paste. Now to make the turmeric paste, we need turmeric powder, and to this turmeric powder, when we add a little bit of water, then it becomes the turmeric paste. Rub this turmeric paste on a piece of paper. After rubbing this turmeric paste on this piece of paper, dry it, and this is a paper ready to check whether the color of this turmeric paste gets changes or not. Now when we sprinkle or when we put some drops of soap solution onto this paper, then this paper turns pink. The yellow color of the turmeric paste gets changes into pink color. This is how the change in color of the different food products also be seen, and in this way the taste as well as the color of the different food products can get changes, and the substances that are helping in changing the color of the other food product or other substances, that are called as indicators. Indicators are nothing but the substances which can change the color of the other substance. Okay. So here this is how the indicators function, by changing the color of the other substance. Natural indicators are also present, and these natural indicators can be obtained from plants. And in the natural indicators, we can take an example of this turmeric paste, and even we can take the example of beetroot juice, cabbage and hibiscus flower. These are all natural indicators. Let us see, by taking the two indicators, the reaction or the change in the color of that particular indicators when they combine or when they put on the different substances. Okay, let us see how can we prepare our own indicators. Now to prepare our own indicators, we need turmeric again, because it is a natural indicator. And by preparing the turmeric paste, that means by taking the turmeric powder and by putting some water into it, we can get a turmeric paste. Now rub that turmeric paste onto a paper, and that paper should be dried up. After drying, we can use that paper as an indicator. So this is how we can make one indicator. We can also make the other indicators by using the other natural substances like hibiscus flower. So when we apply hibiscus flower or hibiscus petal juice onto the filter paper, then that can also act as an indicator. So this is how we can make our own indicators. Now by taking these two indicators, let us find out how it helps or how it changes the color of the different substances. So the first substance here we are taking is lemon juice. When we put the lemon juice on the turmeric paper, then there is no color change. And when we put curd on this turmeric paper, again the color will not change. But when we put some drops of soap water onto this turmeric paper, the yellow color of the turmeric turns into red color. It changes into red. And similarly with the baking soda water also, it changes into red, and with the normal water it remains yellow. So here also no color change takes place. The color doesn't change when we put the normal water onto this natural indicator that we made, and that is nothing but turmeric paper. Now let us see the action of other indicator onto these substances. So when we take the hibiscus paper and when we pour lemon juice onto this paper, then the yellow color gets changes into pink one. The color turns pink. Similarly, in case of curd also it turns pink. But when we pour soap water and baking soda water onto this hibiscus paper, then it shows green color. The hibiscus paper turns green, and with the normal water, it does not show any color changing. So here we can write no color changes. In this way, the different indicators imparts the different color to the different substances. Now let us discuss about the topic acidic and basic nature. Some of these substances are acidic in nature and the other substances are basic in nature, and some substances neither acidic nor basic, and that substances are called as neutral substances. Now to check whether the substance is acidic or basic, let us do one activity. In this activity, we will make lemon juice and baking soda solution. By taking these two solutions, we will check the nature of these substances, and to check the nature of the substances, the important thing that we need is red and blue litmus paper. Red and blue litmus paper acts as an indicator and helps in identifying the nature of the substances. So when we take lemon juice in a beaker, and if we put red litmus paper into this lemon juice, then it turns red. It becomes red. Blue becomes red in case of lemon juice. And when we take baking soda solution in the other beaker, and if we put red litmus paper into this baking soda solution, then this red litmus paper turns to blue color. Here the red changes into blue color in case of baking soda solution. By this activity, we can clearly understand the nature of the substances, whether it is acidic or basic. First, we'll see what are acidic substances. Acidic substances are nothing but the substances that changes the red litmus paper to blue color. That type of substances are called as acidic substances, and basic substances are the substances that changes blue litmus to red litmus paper. Blue litmus paper to red color. These are called as basic substances, and there are some other substances that neither changes the color of blue litmus paper nor changes the color of red litmus paper, and that type of substances are called as neutral substances. Now, based on these definitions of acidic, basic and neutral substances, let us see which one is acidic and which one is basic between the lemon juice and baking soda juice. As the lemon juice is turning the blue litmus paper to red color, then it is acidic in nature. When we dip red litmus paper into the baking soda solution, it turns into blue color, and whenever the red litmus paper changes to blue, that substances shows the basic nature. So here the baking soda solution is the basic substance or it shows the basic nature, whereas the lemon juice is acidic in nature. In such a way, we can find out the nature of the different substances with the help of red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. So we know that the nature of the substances can be identified, or it can be tested by using the natural indicators as well as by using the red and blue litmus papers. Now take some sour food items like lemon juice, tamarind and tomato, and test these food items with the natural indicators as well as with the red and blue litmus paper. So when we test these food items with the blue litmus paper, then this blue litmus changes, or it turns into red color. Whenever the blue litmus turns to red, then that food items are acidic in nature. Let us see the characteristic features of acids. Acids are the substances that changes blue litmus to red, and it does not show any effect when we add the natural indicator like turmeric paste. So it does not show any effect after adding the natural indicator onto them, and even it does not change its color when we dip red litmus paper, or when we use red litmus paper to check the nature of these substances. So it does not change the color of the red litmus paper. Whenever the substances changes the blue litmus paper into red, then that substances are acids. Have you ever experienced a burning sensation when you have bitten by an ant or a honeybee? That burning sensation is due to the release of the formic acid. Formic acid is a natural acid. So there are certain acids that are found naturally, and that acids are called as natural acids. Let us take the examples of some substances that contain natural acids in them. So first we'll take an example of vinegar. Vinegar is a substance that contains acetic acid as a natural one, and tamarind is a substance in which tartaric acid is present, and oranges are the fruits that contain citric acid. And one more example we'll take here, and that is curd or buttermilk. This is also a food item that contains natural acid which is named as lactic acid. In this way, the different food items contain different natural acids. For example, in vinegar we can find the presence of acetic acid. In tamarind, tartaric acid is present. In oranges, citric acid is present. And in curd or buttermilk, we can find the presence of lactic acid. So this is about the acids, and acids are sour in taste. Let us talk about bases now. So the products like soaps, detergents, glass cleaner and other substances, these substances are basic in nature. Now to understand how they show the basic nature, let us use some indicators that are natural indicators. In natural indicators, we'll use turmeric paste or turmeric paper, and we will use red litmus paper and also blue litmus paper. When we take soap solution to identify or to test the nature of this soap solution, then this soap solution changes the color of the turmeric paper to red, and when we dip red litmus paper into the soap solution, then it becomes blue. It changes into blue color, and blue litmus paper does not show any change in its color. Whenever the substances changes the color of the turmeric paper into red, and whenever they changes the red litmus paper into blue, then that type of substances are bases. That shows the basic nature. Moreover, the basic substances are those that are sour or bitter in taste and are soapy to touch. So these are the important things that helps us to identify the basic nature of a substance. When a wasp bites the person may get some sensation, and that sensation is due to the release of alkaline liquid. Alkaline liquid is nothing but which is basic in nature, and this basic liquid when enters into our body, it creates some sensation, and due to this only we get burning sensation when a wasp bite or when we are bitten by a wasp. Let us take some examples of bases that we use in our daily life, and here are the substances, the bases. First thing is lime water. Lime water is a substance that contains calcium hydroxide, which is basic in nature, and milk of magnesium contain magnesium hydroxide, and soap contains sodium hydroxide. In this way, the substances shows the presence of bases, and due to the presence of all these bases, they are basic in nature. So this is about the bases. Whenever the substances are bases, or whenever the nature of the substances is basic, then they are sour or bitter in taste, and they are soapy to touch. We can take the examples of soap, detergents, glass cleaner, lime water, or baking soda solution. All these substances are bases that shows basic nature. Let us talk about the different types of indicators. So whenever we want to test the different things, we should not test them by touching or by tasting, because they may be poisonous or they may be corrosive in nature. So we may get harm by testing the substances with the help of our tongue or by touching. So we need to test the nature of the substances by using the indicators, and indicators are of two types. They are natural indicators and chemical indicators. Natural indicators are the indicators that are obtained from plants. We have already discussed the examples of some natural indicators. Some examples of this natural indicators, and that are nothing but turmeric paper or hibiscus petals. The paper dipped in the hibiscus juice can also be act as an indicator, and even the beetroot juice. So all these are natural indicators. And chemical indicators are the substances or the indicators that are prepared in laboratories. And here we can take an example of phenolphthalein and methyl orange. These are the chemical indicators. Now you might have seen that some magicians, they cut the lemon, and as soon as they cut the lemon with a knife, the blood flows out of the lemon. So is that blood flows out of the lemon? Is it possible? So it is a science principle. It is not a magic, or it is not the blood that comes out of the lemon juice. What happens? Let us see. So when the knife is dipped in the methyl orange indicator, and with this knife, if we cut the lemon, we know that lemon juice is acidic in nature and it contains acid. When this methyl orange solution combines with the acid that is present in the lemon juice, it changes the color of the acid into red. In this way, whenever we cut the lemon, so this knife, when we dipped it in the methyl orange solution and we cut the lemon with this knife, then the lemon shows the red color. We know that lemon contains acid. So the acid which is present inside the lemon, when the methyl orange combines with the acid, the color changes into red. In this way, when we cut the lemon with the methyl orange coated knife, so when we cut the lemon with a knife that was dipped in the methyl orange solution, then that methyl orange solution combines with the acid of the lemon and it gives red color. In this way, the red colored solution comes out of the lemon, which seems to be the blood. But in fact, it is not the blood that flows out of the lemon. So here the conclusion is methyl orange is an indicator that gives red color with the acids. Okay, in this way the methyl orange is an indicator that gives red color with the acids. Now let us see the reaction with the bases, and let us take one more indicator to see the reaction with the bases. So Rani was a girl who sprinkled some water drops onto the plain paper. As soon as she sprinkled the water on that paper, the words "Welcome to the science exhibition" comes on that paper. The words visible to the different persons. So how it is happening? Is it magic? It is not a magic, it is also a science principle where she uses the indicator called phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is a colorless indicator. So she uses this phenolphthalein indicator in her experiment. So she dipped that plain white paper in the phenolphthalein indicator, and after that, when she sprayed or when she sprinkled the drops of sodium hydroxide onto this paper, then this sodium hydroxide makes the colorless phenolphthalein to changes into pink. In this way, the colorless phenolphthalein can turns into pink color when it reacts with the base called sodium hydroxide. So when she took a paper, when she wrote the words with the help of an indicator called phenolphthalein, and after writing the statement, when she sprayed the sodium hydroxide onto that paper, then the phenolphthalein turns into pink color and the words are visible to the persons. And here the conclusion is, phenolphthalein is an indicator that gives pink color with the bases. Whenever we pour methyl orange indicator onto the substances that are acidic in nature, then they show the red color. And whenever we use phenolphthalein indicator with the basic substances or the substances that are basic in nature, when we dip that substances into the phenolphthalein indicator, then that substances shows pink color. In this way, the methyl orange gives red with the acids and phenolphthalein is an indicator that gives pink with the bases. That's all for today. Meet you in next class. Thank you.